Yeah, at least it didn't blow up. Let's see if I can make it to the end of that runway without blowing up. A little bit better. Nope. Okay, that's better. Okay. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Crawl's Workshop. I recently revisited Scrap Mechanic to see if the latest physics update had improved performance while using custom tank treads. The answer was no. But then this made me want to try and make custom tank treads in Trailmakers as well, and then see if Trailmakers is able to handle them better than Scrap Mechanic. The answer is yes for some things and no for other things. The experience is completely different in both games. Building a functional design in Trailmakers was more challenging though, but I finally reached a point where I could use it without it destroying itself. So I'll consider that a win. Alright, so on that we're going to go straight to the build, and then at the end of the video I'll share a more detailed comparison of the two games. Enjoy! I think this right now, once everything is set up to work, like once these pull like that, it's gonna pull that wheel. There's suspension there just so that the tension is not like so rigid that it's just gonna blow everything up. Like there's gonna be some give into it. That's the idea. And then I can adjust how much tension I want. The fact that I have that same amount on both sides is also gonna help with that. Now this one here, I'm wondering, do I want to go with a rotor? I think I want to go piston again. Now normally a real tank, but it's just the complexity here. Like I could probably build a tank with these wheels elevated a little bit so that it has that kind of like angled shape at the front to help it climb on things, and then I'd have like smaller wheels at the bottom. Normally that's how a tank tread is designed. but then that would be more wheels and more complexity. I want to try and make it happen with just 3 wheels per side, and that's how I did it in Scrap Mechanics. So that's kind of how I want to make it here as well, is the 2 main wheels, and then the one in the middle just adds tension at the top. So let's try to figure out a way to mount those pistons. Okay, I think I have the tension figured out. Now I need to figure out detachable blocks. Already 500 complexity. Everything else I add has to be just structural parts. So I haven't done anything to the hinges. Actually, I was about to go and do a test, but I feel like it would be stupid not to set up the hinges right away. So for sure, I don't want them to have any strength. I don't want them to have any kind of steering help either. Angles as much as possible. Speed has to be 0. It has to be as floppy as possible, and obviously we don't want them to have any kind of controls. So that should take care of all the hinges. I guess I could start doing some tests with these. They're all going to be retracting, so I think we're dealing with the red side for everything. I want it to be a toggle. Okay, let's say 0.5 speed, start position. The end gate is activating it, and it's telling it to go that way. Oh, no. I'm giving it a negative input. So I can't be a negative. So it's like negative of negative. Let's try this right now. So now I'm positively giving it a negative input. Let's see. Okay, it's still connected to all of that. Yeah. All right, let's try this again. Now if I press 9. Okay. What I don't get is it retracted it completely though. It's like I can't stop it halfway. the moment I detached the detachable block, this is what happened. So that's too much tension. That's why I want to stop it halfway. There has to be a way that I can stop that piston halfway. The other solution is to just set the pistons to always start at that position and just to stay there. Okay. Speed 0.5, that's fine. Start position 0.5 as well. That is definitely less tension. All right, now what if I... Okay, why does this keep happening? Okay, at least it didn't blow up. I don't know why my previous design, this was not happening. Okay, let's try something different. These ones are just going to do their thing, but these ones I'm going to activate manually after I detach. Okay, now if I detach, same thing again. I know it's possible, so it's really annoying that it's doing this. The moment I detach, this happens. This is so annoying. I know it's possible. Made it work before. So maybe it's just the detachable blocks. I don't think that's going to change anything. It's sort of better. If I press 9. Okay, well, it didn't blow itself up. There's more tension on this one than there was in my previous build, so that's good. I don't like the hinges on the corners. Okay, I'd be curious, like if I had some actual power in those wheels, if I could actually drive this thing. I'm gonna have to build some sort of a guide system to where the treads are not gonna be falling off the build. All right, that's already an improvement. All right, let's make the wheels actually work now. So forward is that way, so it needs to go green. So this one remains as is, and then this one also goes green. So these two, they're gonna go green with W. I want them to have a speed of 0.5, strength of 100, and hold position. And then these ones, speed 0.5, strength 100%, hold position. And these ones are going red, right? Yeah, these two are going red. Ooh. Ooh. Well, would you look at that? If that's not improvement, I don't know what is. We're almost at the same point as I was earlier. But now, the tension problem is definitely fixed. You see, this is what happens in the corners. Because it's on the underside of it, it behaves differently. This is causing issues. But hey, we haven't blown up yet. The tread is definitely trying to fall off, though. Let's give it the ability to turn. I want actual tank steering on this. When I press A, I want this one to go in reverse and this one to go forward. I already have commands on the rotors directly, which is forward and reverse. So I'm gonna have to add 2 AND gates, I believe. Output of 100%. I don't know about that. We'll start with 50%. Oh, hang on. No. That's not possible. Because I want to give different commands to each side, I'm gonna need 2 AND gates that both respond to the D key. But one is going to give a positive output. The other one is going to give a negative output. I press D. This goes forward. This goes reverse. Come on. Oh my God. I changed nothing. I mean, the only thing I did change is I added logic gates. Maybe they're rubbing against the pistons or something. So can't do anything. It won't even spawn once without blowing up, so nope, that changed nothing. You're D and these are going red. Red is reverse. Perfect. You're also D. Oh, red is forward on that one, so I need to go red here as well. So now green is reverse in here, and you're A. So yeah, I want this to go in reverse. And then I want this one to go forward when I press A. So why do I keep messing this up? I don't understand. Like it's not complicated. Oh, and now you're okay. Now that I've fixed it, now it's okay. now that the logic makes sense, it never mind. I was like, now that the logic makes sense, it doesn't blow up anymore. I think by the end of this, I can make this functional, but I cannot make it great. Let's see if I can make it to the end of that runway without blowing up. Okay, so I already know what the problem is. With this, I just need to put another guide on the other side to prevent that. Let's just try and prevent that from slipping out. Oh, this one spawned kind of wrong. It's not liking this right now. Okay. Oh, I think it doesn't like to be sandwiched like that. That's too much sandwiching. Now my goal is to try and reach the other side. This is the longest drive across a runway that... Oh, never mind. It just ended. Obviously, there's got to be a better way to do this, and it's not working out very well. Like, oh my god, it's painful. It's very painful. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat, and I might try to keep working on this after, but I need to refuel. All right, so I came back from my break. I decided to come to that test area instead. This offers a consistent terrain. I know I'm always going to be perfectly leveled when I land, and I've made the decision to stop giving this particular design a chance, because this here is giving me an idea. I was thinking about it earlier. Earlier I came across this block. I think it's in here. Yeah, this. And I was like, that kind of looks like a wheel. And then this right here. Look at what happens. It's creating a gap. Instead of using this right here to try and keep it like I don't have the same thing on the other side. And then I've been trying to like install shields and stuff, but it's very inconsistent. So I'm gonna build a different design. Yeah, I'm just gonna start working on it. You guys are gonna see what I'm talking about as I do it. In Scrap Mechanic, I used a bearing, and I feel like I don't know if that's going to be possible, but this can kind of pass through, right? Okay, I'm kind of liking the beginning of this right here. Nothing is connected. I'm gonna have like pre-tension on it almost. There's a little bit of clang, but that's nothing. Okay, can I turn? Alright guys, this build took me over 4 hours in total, and as much as I'm trying to only show the relevant stuff, I have to make a huge cut here, otherwise the video is just going to be way too long. So after designing the new tank tracks, things just kept getting better and better. Most of my time after that was spent optimizing tension on pistons and suspensions and testing different speeds on the wheels. I also tried adding some friction pads at some point, but it was causing issues, so I ended up removing them. Now I'll just skip to the part where I'm putting the final touches on the build. Now, I know some people stagger them to where there's a delay. Okay, well that's kind of cool. I need to aim low. That's kind of weird. I want to see if I can roll over stuff. Okay, that's better. Okay. I can do some fun stuff with it. It is utterly useless, but it's fun. It's like putting winter boots on. That turret still feels too big. It still feels too big. I don't like it. I don't like that turret at all. Yeah, I need to redo that turret. I hate the turret. It looks so bad. Well, the whole tank looks bad. Alright, now that I finally managed to build something that isn't destroying itself every 2 seconds, here are my thoughts on custom tank treads in both games. I would say that despite the huge drop in performance that they cause in Scrap Mechanic, they can at least be useful to a degree. In Scrap Mechanic, I still feel like I'm driving a tank and it still feels good. Mining with it is very satisfying and I can easily roll over the chunks of rock that I'm creating while mining. In Trailmakers, the process of building a functional tank is way more difficult and frustrating, and I have to admit that I can't see this tank being useful in any way. It would be terrible in battle. The tracks represent a hindrance more than anything else. They can destroy themselves at any moment and for no reason at all. They can roll over debris, yes, but doing it is always a risk because you never know what might cause your tracks to derail and explode. The only pros about tank tracks in Trailmakers is that they don't cause an FPS drop like they do in Scrap Mechanic, and the build, I mean, it doesn't feel any more laggy than any other build of the same complexity score. And also, like, this might represent a good option if you're making a challenge with your friends where you have to build a vehicle with 0 power cores because it doesn't need an engine to work. I also have to admit that messing around with the build itself can be fun. So if you do end up making one, you'll probably get about an hour of fun, or you can test it, test what it can do, optimize it as best as you can. But once that original fun is over, there really isn't any good reason to build something like this. I personally did it for the challenge, and I did it to satisfy my own curiosity, and of course I also did it for YouTube. I'm sure there are probably ways to make better designs of custom tank treads, but I've already spent over 4 hours on this project, and what I've seen so far has satisfied my curiosity, so I'm ready to move on to the next project now. So on that, leave your thoughts in the comments. Take care, guys. Bye for now.